Now this video is so ironic because it's about the fact that I've lost a lot of my memory, but since this is about me losing my memory, I keep forgetting to do the video. The problem with memory loss is you haven't got a very good memory anymore, so even though you have calendars and things to remind you, you still have to then remember to check the calendar, which is not as easy as it sounds, trust me. I had a brain tumour in the pineal region of my brain, which is basically the dead centre of your brain. I'm from the UK, they won't allow the operation here because it's too dangerous. So there was a lot of fundraising, £60,000 was raised by amazing people to get me to Australia to have the surgery there. So that was a year and I think a year and a half ago now. But of course, it's brain surgery. It's gonna come with side effects, as probably any surgery. When I got sick, one of the first things that I did notice is that my memory was not what it used to be at all. And once I found out my diagnosis and spoke to people, they thought the exactly same thing. They had memory problems too, so I wasn't alone. But then, once I had my surgery, unfortunately, my memory has gone downhill a lot. And I found myself with not many memories, which is really sad because they say pictures can fade, but memories last a lifetime. Well, that's not the case for me, unfortunately. I do have certain memories. I know bits of my school times, I know bits from when I was in college, but most of it has pretty much gone from my mind. I know loads of people have struggles with some childhood memories, but once either your friend or your family speaks about it, or if you see pictures, it kind of takes you back there. But I have lost most of that, unfortunately. Time Hop is an app that you can get that shows you where you were a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and so forth on this day. And I always get tagged in things, or I have a certain thing on my Time Hop, and I do not have a single clue what they are talking about. That has been blocked from my mind. It's gone, which is really sad, and it's really hard to deal with. But I find that with this, you have to laugh, otherwise you will cry. One of the biggest pains for me is friends and family. When we make plans, I do write them down, but again, I forget to check my calendar. So I tell them, please can you text me? Please can you message me, because I will forget. And if you text me once and I don't reply, please send another one. And I know it's a lot to ask, and I'm sure that they probably don't remember either, but it's really difficult when you completely forget about something, or you completely forget to text someone, or you forget to go to your friend's birthday. And even though they know I have problems with my memories, I don't think they actually know how bad it is. During conversations, I am really bad for getting distracted lately. No matter how hard I concentrate on having a talk with the person in front of me, if there's any noise going on around me, no matter how hard I try, I cannot, my brain just doesn't take in anything they're saying because there's just too much going on. I seriously worry that I am offending people around me because I forget plans, because I forget to text them, because I forget to go somewhere. And I try my hardest. I write reminders on my phone, I write in my calendar, I write little sticky notes everywhere, but my mind still just, I can't concentrate enough to take it all in. And it really upsets me because I honestly think sometimes they think I just don't want to talk to them, that's why I haven't texted them. I think it would be hard for me too if I was in their shoes to accept that someone's memory was going. And because during mid-conversation when you forget something, or you forgot what you're talking about, or you get distracted, I've forgotten what I'm fucking talking about. What was I fucking saying? Yeah, this happens. I literally have to laugh, otherwise I will cry. I have to be like that in day to day. Because if we're in mid-conversation and we're talking about something, and then all of a sudden I go, what are we talking about again? I've fucking forgotten again. I remember. If I'm talking to someone and I get distracted, or I forget what I'm saying, we both would obviously laugh about it and think, oh, that's just Beth being blonde again. But now it's not me being blonde, it's not me being ditzy, this is me and this is who I am from this point on, and my brain is not coping very well with it. It's really upsetting. It's really hard to stay positive when you wish that you could just carry out a normal conversation without any distractions, without any, oh, I forgot what I'm saying. I would do anything for just a normal conversation, just one normal conversation. Even with videos, most of the time I sit here going, oh, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. But obviously those parts are edited out because they're very boring. Memory loss affects everywhere in your life. It affects your relationships with your family. It affects your own mental health. It makes you quite depressed and anxious. I get really anxious if I know I have to hold a conversation with someone. What if I stutter? What if I can forget? It's embarrassing, and even though you say to them, oh, I haven't got a great memory, it doesn't sound like a medical condition, it doesn't sound like a real problem, it just sounds like you're being ditzy. It affects medication. I have medication that I take 4 times a day. I always forget until 5 hours later I start to feel sick, and until I start to get really bad pains in my whole body. Then I remember, oh god, I haven't had my medication. It's just so frustrating how much this can affect everything in your life. Every single day it affects me. And it's so hard to keep smiling, keep laughing and pretending like it's funny that I forget when it's really not, and it really, really hurts. This has been my Bible lately. It's a book, like a journal diary thing from Zoella, a YouTuber, and it has these. So these are 3 different types of sticky notes, and then there are more sticky notes down here, and then there's a list here and a weekly planner day and night. So that really helps me. I stick the sticky notes around everywhere. As you can see, my list was absolutely massive because I keep forgetting to check it, so I keep forgetting to do it, so the list always gets longer. But that was really helpful, and that is quite a bargain at £10. I'm quite shocked at how little it cost. I bought it with my Boots Advantage points, so I didn't really look at the price. So wow, that's really cheap for £10. And it's got so many pages as well. And there's 4 different types of sticky notes for you to stick all over your house, which is pretty much what my house looks like on the daily. Another annoying thing is, I went to watch the new Star Wars the other day, Rogue One, and at the end of the film, I realised that I had pretty much zoned out in thinking about completely other things throughout the whole film, and I had no idea, literally, I promise you, I had no idea what happened. The only part I remember from the film is at the end where the girl and the guy was sat, and I thought it was a happy ending. The only thing I said to Baz was, I zoned out through that whole film, but I saw the happy ending, so it's all good. And I asked him to explain it to me, and he said, Beth, wait, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched it, don't listen. He said, you clearly didn't really watch the end either, because right after they had their happy ending moment, a bomb came and destroyed them all. So, shows how much my brain works. So that's kind of annoying, but on the plus side, I'm obsessed with Pretty Little Liars, The Kardashians and Teen Mom OG, and I got to watch all of them after surgery like new. I'd watched the whole 7 seasons of Pretty Little Liars, and pretty much the minute I came out of brain surgery, I was able to watch them as if I'd never watched them before. I didn't have a clue what happened, I couldn't remember most of the scenes. Obviously I remembered some, but I pretty much watched it as if I was watching it for the first time. So I think that's the one part that I can cope with, is being able to watch TV over and over again and still not know what happens. Another annoying thing is, on a daily basis, I shout, Baz, and he answers, what? And my answer is, I don't know, I've forgotten. That happens maybe at least 6 times a day, every single day. So he has a lot to deal with me. 1, I'm disabled. 2, my memory's fucked. And 3, I'm just a girl. Girls are really high maintenance. But yeah, I don't know where I would be without Baz. He is the best thing that ever happened to me. I know that he would do anything for me, and he knows that I would do anything for him. With all the shit that he has had to put up with these past 3 years with my illness is ridiculous. So I am so grateful for him, who helps me remember things, helps me remember to phone the doctor, helps me book an appointment, reminds me to text someone or to phone someone. So yeah, memory loss is really fucking annoying. You're all good if you have someone who loves you and helps you. So if you have any tips on how to remember things or anything that's happened to you in your memory, I would love to hear it. Please comment down below, and yeah, thanks for watching. I can't wait to read your stories. Sorry about this long rambling video that I completely forgot to film because my memory's gone. Thank you. I fucking forgot everything in that. I've missed out so much. Oh. One last thing, how annoying is it when you keep something super safe in the safest place that you will remember and you won't forget it and it won't get lost and you forget where that place is? Ugh.